Cindy Bauman, Principal at Creative Communication and Design. The main difference that I see between women and men is that sometimes women need an extra shot of confidence. They need someone to just give them that little push, to encourage them that they can do this. One of the comments came from a female professional who worked for me a very long time ago. Her comment: "I'm thrilled to see she's still helping women reach their full potential."
Becky Cushman, Business Relations Coordinator, Executive Assistant. At Domtar, one of our core values is caring, and that's caring for our community. So a big part of my job is engaging our employees in volunteer work in the community. So I coordinate a lot of activities that give them the opportunity to give back. So that involves the Wisconsin River cleanup and Adopt a Highway events, and we have our employees that teach junior achievement, and we work and we live in this community, and giving them the opportunity to give back, I think, is very important.
I'm Ann Dahlke, and I'm a Senior Administrative Assistant at UMR. Through IAAP here in the Wausau area, I've developed a mentoring relationship with a young woman who was in a receptionist position when we first met back in 2012. And through the years, I've kind of coached her and mentored her and watched her blossom and grow. And she's currently in a senior executive assistant position with a major local employer. And it's really been rewarding to see that growth in her and watch her develop into the person that she was striving to be.
My name is Mai He. So I am from World Market. Như khai hata o tu na chế của rong, ya o le chang cho yu chế to ne, o tao cho yu chế to ne mà yu sao o tao cho sang rong. Họ nói như khao thì cũng yu tao khao tôi ya khao cứ như khai có yu soi màu khứ ha o lưỡi ya, cái ya mi lo ni trồng đây đang tao cho mồ có sao lại tao nhà lục bang cho yu chế to ne sắp bang tao cho sang rong, như như khai tao rong hình cho cái như khai tao cho cũ như o đau dạng cho cũ là tôi hỏi này.
My name is Kelly Kapitz, and I'm the Director of Special Education for the Marathon County Special Education Department. I've been able to develop, not done developing by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm growing in skills. And so what I hope that I do for women in particular is that I pass that on. I pay it forward, and that I can provide that same level of mentorship and support that I was provided. And I hope that I do that by modeling, hard work, dedication to my career and my profession, and not just my profession, but also, our work isn't just work. We have a family life, we have a community life, we have a much broader volunteer life, a faith life, that I hope that by participating and volunteering in those activities, that I'm also leading by example.
Trina Lumens, I'm the owner and clinical supervisor for the Caring Tree Children's Counseling Center. Interestingly enough, the person who used to do my hair, we became really good friends, and she was working on her degree in clinical health and healthcare management. I started talking about this sort of aspiration I had to start the Caring Tree, and I just said, hey, when you finish, do you want to come help me get this started? Now she's my clinic manager, and it's awesome because it's like my best friend.
Recently, through University of Wisconsin Marathon County, we had an initiative called 100 Extraordinary Women, and it was an effort to bring immediate impact scholarships to women that are interested in going to UWMC. And so this group of women that actually put this together ended up raising $125,000 for immediate impact scholarships for women to empower them as far as helping them to be better able to attend college. important to really try to listen to the voices of our youth and include them in what goes on into decision making about the future.
I'm Margaret Ping, and I started a program in Wausau and DC Everest that called Lessons in a Backpack that sends food home on the weekends with children that may not have access to it. I got a call from the principal of the middle school, DC Everest Middle School, and he said he had a bunch of students, ESL, English as a Second Language learners, and they got a prize for being on task, like a pizza party or a bowling party, and they were asked what they wanted, and they said, "Can't we have food like our younger brothers and sisters?" Which, 12-year-olds asking for food, that just breaks my heart.
Rock-Reineck. I recently changed titles to National Market President of Incredible Bank. My sister, who's 6 years younger than me, is a huge role model for me. She is similar to my mom, so they're almost like bookends, and I'm kind of in the middle of the two of them, but nothing's ever come real easy for her. But she is one of the most positive people that I know. Never stops. She's a clinical social worker, so her life is about helping other people learn to feel good about themselves, and that's just inspirational to me that she dedicates her time to that.
I'm Jen Smith, and I'm the Executive Director of Bridget Community Health Clinic. I think my family, my husband and my kids, they are great role models for me in different ways because my husband is significantly more patient than I sometimes am. So he teaches me that. And my kids have taught me a lot about resiliency. It's tough to be a teenager in today's society. So I really admire them for that and how we operate as a very honest, open family.
I think being positive and getting involved in the community so you really know what's going on. Sometimes people get the wrong impression because they only hear one side of a situation or a problem or a project. There's always enough bad news around, but there's so many good things going on in this area. Because they'd say to me, "Oh, you're so lucky, you earned another company car," or whatever, and they'd say, "You're so lucky," and I said, "You know how you spell luck? W-O-R-K. And that's kind of been my motto.
So I started a group a number of years ago, and it was basically just a business women's network, but it was very small, closed group, and what we did was we came together in a very trusting environment, process issues together, and our whole purpose was to support each other in our roles, both professionally and personally. And I just was recently talking to one of the women that was promoted, unfortunately, out of our area, and she had told me that she had never found another group that has done as much for her as that group.